Hello, I'm Bob Main. Welcome to Bob's Bullet Points, and be sure to subscribe and like this channel so that you don't miss any of my points. So I'm going to be talking about Shadow Systems pistols today. I've owned these for quite some time, but I've never had a chance to do a video on them until now. I have got two excellent Shadow Systems guns, the MR920, which is kind of what they call the compact size, the MR920, and the DR920. Both of these are elite versions. The difference between the elite versions and the standard Shadow Systems guns, they got a few extras like front slide serrations and things like that. All of them have an optics cut. I think you can probably see that right there, hopefully. And I want to talk about these fine pistols. A lot of people have done reviews. I have wanted to wait until I shot about 1,000 rounds through these. So each of them have about 1,000 rounds. You know, Glock uses the marketing slogan perfection. And I really wish they would have never done that. Having said that, I think Shadow Systems perfected the Glock. And that's what I want to talk about. These look just like Glocks because in many ways they are, but they're so much better. I'm a big fan of Glock pistols. I've been shooting them for a long time. And again, I think Shadow Systems perfected the Glock. Let's start with some things that I really like. Number one, look at these grips. All right, there's no finger grooves on them. The texturing is fantastic on these guns. I will let you see that. Excellent texturing. Undercut trigger guards right here. I think that's awesome. Undercut trigger guards. You know, that's one of the big complaints about the Glock knuckle that people say that they wish that the things that they didn't like about the Glock guns. Look at this extended extended mag release button. You know, my lighting is not all that great in here, but I'll try to let you see that the best that I can. And also the slide release, which, by the way, I've been learning and training myself to use the slide release button more. These, what I call gas pedals right here, a lot of good texturing right here on the side of the gun. And that's one thing that I think is good right here, where your thumb rests, so that when you can get a good grip on it, I'll turn it this way, where your thumb rests right here. It lets you get a good grip and helps you control recoil. That's one thing I really like about that. And combine that with the grip texturing, the beaver tail back here, the magwell on my MR920 Elite. I installed the magwell. The good thing about the magwell, it helps me lock my grip into place nicely. And you can see my hand fits on this very well, and I can just lock that down. And so I can control the recoil very well. They're optics cut, all of them. So you can put just about any optic that you want on here. It's a universal. I have not done that, obviously, but you get screws in the box. You get several different types of screws so that you can mount different types of optics to it. One of the most popular optics that people put on these are Holosun optics, a lot of Trijicon RMR optics. So, you know, take your pick. One thing I like also, they come out of the box with two of the Magpul version of the magazines. Here's something else that's cool. All of these Shadow Systems guns also take Glock mags. Here's a standard Glock mag. This is a 4th generation Glock mag. Works just fine in my Shadow Systems guns. And also, of course, you get the two nice magazines, the Magpul magazines with it. It just makes for a great setup. Same thing with my DR920 Elite. Comes with two of the Magpul version of the magazines, and of course I can put in a Glock 17 magazine. I have committed to these two guns for an entire year. I'll be shooting these two for an entire year. The year of 2022, the entire year for the rest of this year, that's all I'm going to shoot. in competition, in training. When I conceal carry, that's a little different. Conceal carry, about half the time, I'm going to carry this MR920 Elite because I absolutely like it. When I need something a little bit smaller, I'll be carrying my SIG P365. I just think that this is a great setup. And I'm going to commit to them for a year. Let me tell you why I'm doing that. I really believe that you've got to commit fully to a gun or a gun type, or I don't like to use the word platform. I think that's kind of a stupid word. System, gun system, or gun design. I think you need to commit for an entire year to really get good at it. I've shot Glocks 12, 13, maybe almost 14 years, but I've never spent a whole lot of time, not that much time, with just one type of gun. It's been different kinds of Glocks that I've primarily shot. I got into M&Ps for a little while, and that was an experiment which was good. Nothing wrong with the M&P guns. I just didn't quite care for them as much as I like Glocks. These are Glock-like enough for me. Excellent barrels. The nice front slide serrations. See if you can see that. Also serrations on the top of the magazine. The top of the slide, not the magazine. Top of the slide as well. And just fantastic guns. The front slide serrations make it easy if you want to manipulate your gun in a certain way using the front of the slide. Well built, incredibly good guns. I am not sponsored by Shadow Systems. I bought both of these nice firearms with my own money. So I'm not being paid to put this out there or anything like that. I just want all of you know that are watching and listening to Bob's Bullet Points to realize I'm not sponsored by any firearms manufacturers. I will tell you this, that ordinary Glock holsters, here's an outside the waistband holster that I really like. I do have some holster sponsors on this channel, and this is one of them. This is Concealment Solutions outside the waistband holster. Shadow Systems go right into Glock holsters. So I really like the fact that they will fit Glock holsters. They're awesome. Another sponsor of mine, Keepers Concealment, makers of fantastic. These are the leading authorities. These guys are the leaders on appendix carry holsters. It goes right into my Keepers Concealment holster with no problem as well. By the way, Keepers Concealment is also not only a sponsor of this channel, but an affiliate of CCW Safe. Legal protection you need to have. There's a coupon code in the show notes for Concealment Solutions and for the CCW Safe through Keepers Concealment. So that's what's really good. Glock magazines, Glock holsters, they're Glock-like pistols. If you like Glocks, and a lot of people, I'm going to close with this point. A lot of people say Glocks just don't fit my hand. I get it. Glocks pretty much don't fit my hand all that well either. I've used them for years, and I've learned and I've adapted myself to shoot Glocks. This time, I don't need to do that. If Glocks don't fit your hand, I'm going to tell you that these Shadow Systems guns probably will. There are 3 different back straps. You can change the grip angle. A lot of people complain about the grip angle of a Glock. You can change the grip angle with the Shadow Systems guns. You can make them more like a 1911. This is the medium grip strap or back strap that's on mine, which changes it. It's not quite the same grip angle as a Glock. It's a little bit more towards a natural grip angle, and it's perfect for me. Or you can use the 3rd back strap, which makes it feel like a Glock with no finger grooves. So you can make this gun, it comes out of the box with the back straps that you need to change the angle. And I find it's a much more natural pointing gun. It's a natural point of aim. If you've always wanted to be able to shoot a Glock-like gun with the Glock-like legendary reliability, but you wanted the better grip angle, get a Shadow Systems gun. By the time you do all these modifications, to a Glock, and I've done that. I have a 3rd generation Glock. I'll do a video on that pretty soon. I have a G19 3rd generation. I did all of these modifications. You know what? I spent way more money than I did for either one of my Shadow Systems Elite guns. Check them out. I don't think you'll be dissatisfied. I'll be doing some more reviews on these coming up, and I'll be taking them to the range shortly. Folks, I'm Bob Mayne. This is another episode of Bob's Bullet Points. Thanks for watching. Again, like and subscribe so that you don't miss any of my points.